We hit 100 Dynamaxes yesterday, and that's after 7 days this month. I probably could have done a few more yesterday, but I needed to recharge some of the equipment. I forgot to put the Joy-Cons on charge. I couldn't be bothered to play in handheld mode, so I thought, why not? Let's just go with it. I think I will start with a completely random one. Well, actually, no. I'm going to actually pick one of the Ultra Beasts that I managed to get set up, which seems to be a good plan for me. So I was going to go for this one. I pretty much swept that one last time when I did it on my own for my 100th. I might as well make it the 101st. I'll do it completely offline just so it's a quick run for it, and then others can join in the future. Right. This is going to be helpful, but not strong enough really. So to start things off, I'm just going to take the Dreadnought and hope I find something ground-based to do most of the work. There is a crocodile. That's a good addition. I'm taking Dredgigan. It's got Max Quake and Sheer Force. It was devastating. Also, I'm only looking for the later stuff for other challenges, not necessarily because I want anything. Yeah, so we'll just stick this side, get this dragon, and move on up. It did so much damage when I did this one offline, so I thought, why not give it another go? As always, these DAs will be open to anyone to join, and we are still looking for a few more, and we've seen 38 out of the 47 possible legendaries. So there's still a bit of work to do, but I'm quite happy with where we are. We're going to hit quite hard defensively, so we'll do this one. Yeah, we've played with a few people, but sadly, out of 100 Dynamaxes, and that's nearly 400 captures, we've only had 2 shinies, which is our Raichu and our Galarian Mr. Mime. Not a legendary to be seen. We've only not got to the final 3 times. It's not been great, but it's going to happen sometimes. So yeah. Welcome in, boy from Belgium. How are you doing? Got any shinies yet? I decided I'm just going to do a quick Nihiligo one because it's pretty smooth, and Druddigan is fantastic against it. So that's my plan, to go with that one. Do you want to start some completely random ones again? Like we did yesterday, where we seemed to get some interesting runs going. Okay, it worked out. We ended up getting the better ones when I hosted in the end, didn't we? Where we kept getting this one that I'm doing now. As I say, I kept it as my path and made it my 100th run. So that's kind of what I thought would be best for me. So I'm hoping we can just get a nice smooth one and knock this thing out pretty quickly. It's probably the hardest thing on this run. But if I don't have them unlocked yet, no. But even when I was hosting, we seemed to run into the Ultra Beasts more, or just as many times, from what I saw yesterday anyway. Just using this because I'm not keeping this thing anyway, so it's not much of a worry. And we do have the God of All, the Charger Bug, on our team. Unless this isn't classed as a proper Ultra Beast. That's the other side, but then I wouldn't have run into it. Fair enough. So we should both be finishing off about the same time to start our own little co-op run. And of course, as we always say, if you want to join, let us know and we'll do more. Hello Dragon, welcome in. Things are good, I think. Well, we've done 100 DAs. How are things for you? We're just getting started today, so hopefully we can get some more shiny luck on our side. Because, well, it's been a bit rough. I am doing a Nihilego run because I think it's quite good. Very nice with the Grookey. It is a lovely shiny. Yeah, might as well just do this. We've only got to beat the things now, really. Let's just go for the strongest stuff. I've got the thing I need that should sweep the final. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I haven't seen a Magneton on our runs, I don't think, for a long time. It is interesting to see what ones are more common and what ones aren't very effective. Is that living dex in one game, or is it to go in home as such, like a full living dex? Because we're sort of working towards a living form dex, but we're a long way from that. But we know it's going to take a while. We're not really worried if it does. It just means we take time and enjoy it rather than rushing through it. Because Grookey's a nice one to hunt in the Blueberry Academy, because you can isolate it quite nicely on the beach. Fair enough. Yes, the Colossus. There's plenty of nice, good ones. Like in my Violet save, I've got 2 saved up. I've got a Macago and a Magmar, just because I had 2 sets of eggs, just to be annoying and weird. We might as well just use some bright powder, I guess. Nothing much there. And just go this way. It's not going to hurt us much, I don't know. We still have 3 ground type moves on our team, so even if one swaps out, we're good. See, as I've mentioned before, I hate doing the Masuda hunts myself. I'm horrible at them. I just get I don't mind collecting the eggs in Scarlet and Violet. I will accept that as doable, but I hate it in Sword and Shield. Because obviously it's just the picnics. You can literally just leave the switch on the side and press the buttons here and there and sort of do it all. But when it comes to Sword and Shield, it just seems to take ages to get the eggs. Yeah, at least the odds are going to be in your favour. As I said, my frustration is more collecting the eggs in Sword and Shield. I have no issue with the hatching part, but it doesn't ever seem like she can carry or hold more than one, so you've always got to seemingly be there, and it frustrates me having to do that. At least with the picnic, as I said, I can just leave the switch on the side, do something else, and then just press A a couple of times. And we need to really knock this out now. Grimmsnarl, stop being stupid. If we don't knock this out one, but they can breed more than one egg. Maybe I've just done it wrong. This is annoying. Now I'm going to miss my Dynamax on the final. And it'll be like the last move, but I can still use Dig, I guess. And I can dodge for one go, which is still acceptable, I guess. Are you interested in joining some DAs today, or you still focusing on the eggs? Yeah, I know the rotation. Like, I used to do the thing where I went up and down the bridge and back, and usually she would have another egg. But are you ever considering looking into the DLC, or are you happy with just the base game? Because it's a strange one. I still think the DLC should start going down in price by now. It's a bit strange that they haven't lowered much. Like, considering this game is what, 6 or 7 years old now. The only reason I got it for my second save was because the gold coins are going to be deleted soon, so if you've got loads of gold coins saved up, that's why I did it. It wasn't... so it took a bit of a chunk of the fee, and I'm not going to do it for play much else, to be honest. How is that DA going for you, Mr. Belgium? Have you won? Yeah, I can take one hit. Fair enough. Well, hopefully one of us will start today with a good shiny. The only reason I didn't use Dig was so I could Dynamax, basically, and then do this. Probably win. It is such a good mon to have for this battle. I'm so happy I saw it on the first round. Everything else we thought was so easy as well. It's really nice. I like these smooth runs that just casually get you through without having to do too much stressing out. I was really tempted to try and make a clip of that Zygarde run we did yesterday. Or like the fake tears, ice beam, freeze, freeze, and then not quite. Proper roller coaster one. This should knock it out. No, not quite. Okay. I was thinking that might have been enough to win. Is the Charger Bug going to have the final shot? Not quite. Doesn't really matter what we use. Acid spray, okay. Poor Charger Bug. Power Gem onto that. I think we managed to do this without losing a single life. So it was a perfect run. So a perfect run should reward us with a shiny. I think that's fair to say. That's how it should be. But if you are ever going to debate the DLC, more people suggested this one over getting Scarlet and Violet at the end of the day. But that's only because I had one copy of each on Violet and Sword. I wanted to get a third copy and I wasn't sure which one to go for. So I ended up with this because at the end of the day, there's not too much more in Scarlet and Violet. So let's see. No, 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 and of course not. But it was a win. That's the key thing. That was definitely good. We needed a big win. And I will want to save that one just because it's quite a nice one. Let's just see what you've got. Have you got... No, you're just telling me about a Ranguru. Great. I will set up a random one. Any particular reason why you're eyeing up the Eevee one over the Pikachu? Or is it just you would rather have the Eevee one? because it very much depends on how you like playing the games. I think they're beautiful games. I like that you can see everything and all of that. I just hate the catching mechanics and that you can't really play with a controller. You have to either play in handheld and basically do this, or you have to just do the Joy-Con thing, and I don't really like that. Fair enough. That makes sense. That's the things I don't like about it. So I just sort of get on with... I've never really got past... I think I got to the Go area, but I never did anything in the Go area. Well, I did. I transferred some stuff in from Go, but I didn't do anything else at the end of the day. Oh yes, because do you have your account, your Let's Go account, attached to your Go account? Because you can get them in Go as well, which is obviously very helpful for some of the things that we do. Let's just do this. I want to actually attach that and pin it for the whole stream today. Last time it decided to not keep it there. Right. I do like my crocodile. Talonflame, bronze, or nice big bulky mons. We have a bulky team. But what are we facing? A psychic type, so I'm probably going to stick with what I've got. There is a dark on the right. There is also a fairy. That is a bug. Or two bugs. Or cipher. I think we go right. I'm going to click right, and if I'm wrong, it's my fault. I feel like this is going to be the best way to go. And the only question is, do you want to go for the dark type or the ghost type? Which game are you on today, out of interest? Because I know you can swap between them two. Now you lost your Zygarde path. Okay, that's alright. Sword's the one that's got the Ultra Beasts unlocked for you, isn't it? So that works slightly good. There isn't any Ultra Beasts, is there? There are. Psychic type. I don't think. Well, unless it could be Necrozma, I guess. But I think... I'm not sure. I think you have to encounter 5 Ultra Beasts to let that be put in the table, or catch 5. But I'm not completely sure. Well, welcome into the Discord. It's a pretty newish one. But Boy from Belgium will get round helping you with the trades in the Let's Go. I can't do anything with it because my Let's Go account, as I said, it's got nothing set up in it. I keep wanting to try and complete it just so I can shiny hunt some of the more basic things that aren't in other games, like your Rattatas, Weedles and stuff like that. But I've never really got around to it. It's a strange one, really. But we'll get there eventually one day. Like, as I said, the catching mechanics just annoy me so much in the Let's Go. And I would accept it more if I could just play with this, pretty much. But I can't, and that annoys me the most. I would go, fine, I'll play it, but I'm one of these weird people that doesn't actually like playing their Switch in handheld that much. Because I've always been a console gamer. but that's just my weird way of doing everything. So we're going to go dark type. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't mind doing the chain side of it. It's more the getting to the chain side of it that I don't like. Uh, I get frustrated because you need to do all the chaining to level up. If that makes sense, and that's what gets me a lot of the time. I don't really want to sit there and chain just to level up. I would rather just do battles or something. That's more why I'm not as fun with it. Like, I've tried a little bit of chaining. I've got a couple of shinies out of it, but I've never really spent enough time in it to do it for hours on end. That's more where I end up falling a bit short with it. Now I'm going to have to keep my Darkest Lariats for the final, so I'm hoping you can hit this very hard, because I will run out of Earth power soon. And the other side of it is it's quite difficult to stream that game, the Let's Go games. That's the other fight. Part of me always wants to try and actually complete the game before I try to shiny hunt, just to get the shiny charm. But I can't get the shiny charm until I can get to the Go Park at least to transfer stuff in. Because if I did want to shiny hunt, I would want to do the legendary birds as well. So it's also got that side of it for me. It's one of them where I may revisit in the future, but at the moment I'm happy with the games I play. I like Legends Arceus better for shiny hunting. I prefer these because I like a little bit of strategy. So that's kind of why I've not really gone back to it. Like, the amount of times I've tried to set the game up and ended up not touching it again. I don't even know, but yeah, I imagine it's something like that. It's still, you don't have to have completed the game though to get the shiny charm, do you? Just have the decks complete. What I would imagine, a bit like this game, really, you only need to get to the 6th gym badge, but not do the gym battle, and then you can unlock it. Unlike, well, I imagine you could get the shiny charm without a single badge in what's it called? In Scarlet and Violet. I imagine you would be able to. Because you see, and that's the Ekans and the, I forgot what the other one was that you were after. Do you just want to go bug, or you'll be pretty strong against it, or just do normal? I'm not going to click anything. Yes, so far. Because I actually have Eevee, but not the Pikachu. And that's the thing I don't get. Why do we still have version exclusives at this day and age? It's also a bit annoying that you can't take them from other games and put them in Let's Go compared to all the other games on the Switch. They bounce between each other. Well, this is a bit annoying. Okay, I have enough Darkest Lariats. I thought I only had 5. I'm relying on you to hit this very hard. And that's pretty much it. I know. And that's why people started becoming smart enough to put the trade codes together. So you put in like the Pokedex numbers, don't you, and you get somebody with the other one hopefully to trade with instead of just gambling online and hoping you found it. That's the good thing I like. I understand why they do it still. It's just, it feels like we're now at a stage where, like, especially when you've had PLA, you don't really need any trading in that game. So they've already admitted that there's a mainline game that you don't need to trade on anymore. At least with Scarlet and Violet, with the Paradox ones, there was a bit of motivation for having exclusives. As I've always said, I would love to get Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon ticking away, and are you taking this? Or that means we've got a very good team for a psychic, I believe. Yeah, some of the evos are a bit weird, but there's not as many new trade evos, which is also good. That's what puts me off the Ultra games, unless I have another person or another DS, I can't do the trade evos. So I get a little bit put off with that. I'm just going to go straight for the Dynamax. That's why I've never really finished the Shiny Charm attempt in X and Y. So that side of it is a bit frustrating when you know that the servers are down and there's no options. They need to do a little bit of fixing for that. But it's also something you've just got to deal with nowadays. But then if you don't have online, you can't complete the Pokedexes either, which is kind of bad too. So Yuxi. Boom, 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 boom. So there's all sorts of like good and bad things, like, and when we come to ZA, I can't imagine there'll be exclusives in that. So suddenly, the first game on the Switch doesn't have to force you online for anything, which I think is a big, big plus, if I'm honest. So you finished Swords, it was Espeon because it couldn't be bothered to wait for it to show up. Yeah, I get that. But some of the evolution and friendship evolutions are very annoying. I will say that. GG and good luck with the shiny. I had to... The good thing with the friendship evos is if you have Scarlet and Violet, you would have caught or collected so many of the friendship berries. You can basically force feed it to like you and then evolve it. If you don't want to use it in any sort of competitive, but I imagine if you've played all of Scarlet and Violet and all of the DLC, items and money are never going to be a problem, so you can just bottle cap it back to what you want it to be. That's the one I end up getting by accident because you've got to be extra careful with that silly fairy move rule. Let's see, no, 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 and no. Is Boy from Belgium going to collect all of the Lake Spirits shiny before me? No? Okay. We'll try one more random. Why not? And then we'll do one off each of our lists and then go back to randoms. That seems fair. Actually, we've done a random. We'll do one off my list. Would you prefer Nihilego or Pheromosa? Yeah, that's why I said, like, it's very... The friendship ones are great, like, for to make you bond with them is good. Okay. Do you want to say which one you want out of these two? But the friendship ones are easy enough to do nowadays. Like, they used to be horrible to do. I imagine they'll be good on Sword and Shield. But you have to do all of the berry hunting, don't you? With Scarlet and Violet, I've never gone out my way to berry hunt. I just pick up everything, and then we find out where we are. I don't think you can breed it. Wait, nope. Would be helpful if I press the right button. Pretty sure you can't breed Sylvalion, but I might be wrong. That's what I thought. And which three do you have on your shield one again? Right, the code is up. I know you won't be too long, but I'll understand while we wait to get to the third one. Well, I guess the easiest thing to do is you'll see how, if the egg happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't, because you'll know, you've done enough breeding, you know how long an egg takes to start. That's what I thought, like. But you do, the only way you can shiny hunt it, I believe, is in the Ultra Sun and Moon and all that, those 4 games. I think the one in Sword and Shield is shiny locked as well. But I can't be 100% sure on that one. I haven't done enough of my research, to say the least. That's what I was thinking. But as I said, I've never really done much breeding, so I never really know myself. I usually ask somewhere. Well, as I said, if you put it with a Ditto and see what happens, it's either going to shine very quickly or it's not. Or it's either going to be an egg very quickly or it won't be an egg at all, will it? That's the best way to find out which one's right. Like, you know yourself exactly how long eggs take to make, so. Right. We can strategize our path because we're about a minute before it. Yeah, and if you haven't found anything within double the amount you're expecting, you'll know straight away it's not going to work. At the end of the day, it's not going to change much, and you're not going to sit there for an hour waiting for an egg, are you? We know we basically want ground types here. There's my boy. We're taking him. I'm good. You can take whatever you want. If I would go for something like the Barraskewda, if I'm honest, just because you'll be strong against the ground type if we get a ground type coming up. That's how I've been playing these games now. We go for something strong against what we want. And otherwise we'll just look for a psychic type, and you have a dark move, which is good. Now, I'm guessing we'll have to go to... Does Tyrantrum have something good? What's the steel type? Berserker. I imagine we just go left. Go stick to the left all the way up. Yeah, boy from Belgium, what were your 3 on this save? I forgot which way round they are. I always forget which way around yours are. I think this is the Zygarde one though, isn't it? So I don't think we'll do Zygarde. Just the two of us. We're not going through that stress again. But otherwise, I can do whatever. I don't mind. I want to keep the Lash Outs for the Ghost type coming up. Thunderous or Kirim. Okay. So we could do... Or do you just want to do like Landorus again? Or do you want to have a go at... I'm aiming here to increase our speed. And be a little bit more resistant to an ice move. So that should help us in the long run. Poison jab? No. Not much help against the steel type. Let's see. Actually, the steel type's a bit dangerous with what we've got. I'll be good against it, but the rest won't. I think that's probably the way I'm looking at this. As we said, we went for speed because I need to save the rest of the PP. Dark for the Ghost, Max Quake for the Steel, and the final. That's how I'm sort of planning this out. But I was thinking, did you want to try your Landorus? Or is it Tornadus you've got? I always get these things mixed up. Back on your sword save, basically. Because then we don't have to swap. No worries, thank you for coming in. Hopefully we'll still be live and doing some more of these. Because as I said, once you've saved this, you would probably rather go back to your sword game, wouldn't you? And well, I'll let you pick out of the three you've got. Like, I'm game for all of them. Like, they're all relatively easy to beat with the right team, aren't they? And it's all a bit of chance. I know we've done a lot of Landorus, so I'd probably lean towards one of the others. Yeah, so maybe Tornadus as Orchidry. Would be the probable dream picks. Are you going to swap out here as well, just so you've got more PP for the Ghost type? Or health, I mean, for the Ghost type, if this has a dark move. The only thing that's going to be quite bulky to beat will be the what's it called? I know, but okay, so if this, we want the computer to take this, hopefully. It's just the steel type's going to be a pain. But if you've got your dark move, I was only thinking 4 HP. That was the only reason I would suggest swapping. I'm not worried about the rest. Like, this is actually not the worst team to go into this battle with already. Yeah, that was the only reason I thought you might want to swap. Because then you get Scold over whatever your water move is. But the computer gets it, so that's good. Are you going to try and Dynamax this one against the Ghost? As we said, or do you want a fighting type? And then take the water or grass, not the grass. You want to go Ghost, okay. That's Phalanx, isn't it? I was trying to figure out what it is. Half the time that's what I'm doing. Is figuring out what we're facing. And are you going live today for a couple of hours back on DAs? I don't mind using my dark move here. Because part of me is tempted to do a double session today, sort of do to about the 3 hours today and then come back about 3 hours later. But you usually go live in that 3 to 4 hour window in the middle as well. Just because I've got a quiet evening, it works out quite good for me. It gives me a bit of a break, because 6 hours straight would be very hard to do. No, I wanted the bit of a break in the middle, but my point was more that you generally go to about 6 or 7ish your time, and that's when I was looking to come back on. And even if we overlap like half an hour each, it gives us a chance to push everyone to the other one's stream, if that makes sense. Because I know you tend not to go too late your time. I'm still not 100% sure whether I'll do a double one, but part of me's thinking I will today. So I was meant to do some more yesterday offline, but I never really got round to it. I had to charge my Joy-Cons. Yeah, and I also put Robin in the mix as well. Sometimes does a few extra ones. So we're not. It's like a nice little pass the baton type thing. Like yesterday I went to finish and there wasn't anyone doing DAs at all, which was a bit awkward, trying to figure out where to take everyone. But on like Saturday, I believe it was more when you were on, no, Sunday even, there were so many people doing DAs. It was so crowded, it was ridiculous. Or maybe when we were with Robin, it might have been busy. Yeah, as I've mentioned before, like the closest to a Mario game I did was the 64 one. I've never really played a platform version of Mario. The N64, it was all golf, tennis, kart. Loved all those games. I would like to see a few more of them in the future, but you're not guaranteeing anything in this era of gaming. Now, part of me would like to be knocked out by the Berserker at least once, just so I can be a little bit stronger in the final. Yeah, we definitely don't want the grass because it's a fairy grass, isn't it? But I'll just use a dig. The annoying thing is, I think I'm going to miss my Dynamax for the final, which is usually quite big for this one. But then I can dig and hide. I've also got Iron Head, so if I got one go, I won't use dig. Just because Max Quake will finish the job. So we've got 2 rounds to get this done, and I've got to do a 2-turn move. Not sure if this is going to work well for us. For the Dynamax, we'll win, not a problem. But I'm just talking Dynamax side of it. That's not the worst thing for Basculin to have either a substitute. This also won't be the worst thing to take into the final for the computer if it wants to take it, or if you want to take it. Now, it's up to you really. At least you won't get hurt by the poison. You're strong against the rock. I'll let you decide. It's your Pokemon to have, not mine. But did you do many DAs yourself in the evening yesterday, or did you return to more of the Mario game? Were you keeping that solely for streaming? Tech's going to do a lot more, hopefully. Do I want you to Dynamax? Not really. Well, in the fire, it's not going to be enough help. I was trying to do horde encounters on Auras yesterday and today, looking for a Nincada or a Skiddy. Didn't get a single shiny. Yeah, well, I'm just spamming the digs. I'm hoping we can get this back round nearer to me for the final. Because I should get one round of dig and then it should be Dynamax. But you saw with my first one, it was pretty easy. I do like getting the Max Quake up, but that'll have to be round 2. But with your strength and your water moves, the Basculin's a bit of a tank with water moves, and Scald could burn it as well, so there is going to be plenty of... But you're probably going for your iron moves, aren't you? Or your steel moves. Steel with the iron head. Why is it not called steel head if it's a steel type? That's the question we have to ask. But I feel like we've got this one pretty much wrapped up. I don't know if this has a ground move or just a steel move. It has Metal Claw. Very strange little moveset that one's got. It looks very weak for what it is, but it's a bit of a tank when it gets hit right. Oh, please, Sean, gamble. Go on, Sean. Oh, yes, Sean. What do you get? No, Sean. No, Sean. No. But it might set up some screens, maybe. That might help the rest of us. Like, we still have 4 lives, so if we lose one, we lose one. Let's not focus on Sean being a problem. Right, yeah, so if I do 1 dig, I will get Max Quake next turn I attack. I believe, so that is good. Yeah, so it's got a few things it could use. And maybe lower its special. That's good. 2 dead. I'm poisoned. At least you don't get hit by that. We might actually lose this one. What's going on? We had such a good team before the last battle, and it's all fallen apart. What's its beast boost? Special defense. I think the one thing that would have been worse though is if we had let the computer take the Berserker and then swap out. That would have been worse. I wish we could get a chair move, I'm not going to lie. It shouldn't hurt you too much, should it? No, because you're a tank. Can we get a special attack boost? Boom. There we go. I am getting weaker, I'm not going to lie, and if it does a move, I'm probably going to die if it hits me. Where's my wide guarder when we need one? No. What's it? I'm going to have to Dynamax and hope for the best. Because you're Metal Claw or whatever, and when you hit, you can Dynamax anyway next turn. If I get taken out. But with the sheer force, this thing's like an absolute tank for these like attacking stuff, isn't it? Like, I think ironically mentioned the dual wing beat will take out the Pheromosa as well. Well done, computer. You did something good, I think. On the fairy, on the fairy. Okay, that's just as good. We'll take that. Let's have a look. Oh no, power gem on the Berserker. Okay, good job that we had 4 lives. Really, isn't it? because it won't get another attack. It gets its boost, yeah, but we're hitting it physically. So we're fine. Right. Boop. GG and good luck. That is free for free. Yeah, as I said, we'll try probably Thunderous or Circuitry. I'll let you decide. No, Tornadus. Whichever the T one is that you've got. I get them mixed up because I never really played that gen. I just know that they're genies and one has Thunder and one doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's the non-Thunder type one that you've got. As more that Landorus, we've done quite a lot, and the last couple have been very annoying that we've lost. Good of things like Earthquake, so it's a bit frustrating. Okay, yeah. So I got time to check all my shinies. All like probable 0 of them. No shinies. I'll keep the path just for now because this one's quite a nice one to do offline at the moment. But then if we find another Ultra Beast, I'll swap it out. Right, I know I've got to let you swap over. So the Zekrom, we don't want a Zekrom. Let's just check. How many have we used? Now we had 999 and we got 620 left. So we're getting close to 400. 400 and nothing. Well, 2 shinies. We will have to talk to you soon, but I don't know what you're going to have for me. We'll wait, we're not worried. I'll go into the coach screen ready, and then when you're ready we can get this next beastie. And then, as we said, we'll do your one here, then we'll do a random one again. Mix it up. Then maybe do my Ultra Beast, and then the other one you picked. No worries, we've got plenty of time. At least we're free for free today. That's the key thing. We've been waiting for a run this good for a long time. So we're gonna see what happens. As always, if anyone else is watching and would like to join in, they will be open to anyone to join. Let's just have a quick look, see if anyone else is doing Dynamax adventures while we are. See if anyone's trying to steal our audience. It's a strange one though, because like sometimes you see these sessions be really busy. The next time there's not many people. Like we're on the top row, that's a good thing. So anyone who wants to come along and Dynamax will be the first person they see. So that is good. And yeah, we'll just keep plodding through them. I'm not sure how many we'll get done in my time scale today. As I said, I would like to do just the 2.5 to 3 hours today, and then maybe a second run later, about the same. But it all depends on how much we unlock. If I feel like I've unlocked some new stuff, I may not do a second one. It's just I'm trying to do that chase to get the other stuff unlocked at the moment, and I'm really pushing to get my last 9 basically Ultra Beasts that not many people have. I know that somebody in the Discord has a Necrozma, which would be great to do a Necrozma run just to tick it off. I know someone's got Guzzlord, and I'm pretty sure someone had Kartana. But it's like the Rayquaza, Latios, and Dialga. They're the ones that are sort of holding me up a bit, that I need to get back onto our side. But as I said, I've sort of done a little bit of horde hunting in Auras for the Dex 365 because we're at that stage where we've got all of the horrible ones left, which is like 3 of the 4 fossils, Skiddy and Delcatty, which unless you're breeding or Dex navving, you're going to struggle with. Nincada's a strange one because it was shown. I got mine in Go for a Ninjask, but I wouldn't have been able to enter both. Okay, let's run this one. And also, there's something else that's annoying, like. But I found a little spot where oh yeah, the Soul Rock and Lunar Tones. They're not nice. Which one did you pick in the end? Before I picked my first Pokemon. Because I don't really want to pick the wrong one. Like the ground type. Because all I ever get is the question mark. Yeah, so in Route 116 in Auras, the hordes have Nincada or Skiddy, so that's where I've been hunting. Yes, there are Zigzagoons, but it's the best I can really do, if I'm honest. There's also Tailo we need, which is very rare to getting any of the games. It sounds like a proper breeding session, that one. Why am I hosting? Did I put the code in too early? Oh well, we'll see where we end up. What did you pick? Or did you pick random? Well, what an awful selection this is. I am confused. I thought we were doing one of your runs. Oh, there's the Basculin. Okay. Leave the big bulky thing. What are we facing then? A psychic type. I feel like we hit random, both of us. I feel like we should probably go right because no, maybe we could go left. Yeah, I don't really know what we're facing. It could be Lunala. And then after this, I imagine we want the Golurk. But I'm not sure. We'll find out, I guess. But it doesn't matter too much. We can do one of your runs after this. I've just got to hit hard, and part of me wants to swap early for the bug moves. Really. If we're facing poison, I don't really want to take the Vile Plume in, but it's not terrible. If I look at the next one. Okay, so this... Well, we can do Landorus next if you want. Landorus is slightly better when you get the full team though, that's the only thing I've noticed with it. But we'll do Landorus next. And then we'll do... It was more that yesterday I think we had a couple of good teams that just got wiped by Earthquake quite quickly. It got a bit annoying. Yeah, so do we want the computer to take this for the psychic type, and then we continue taking things, and maybe I'll take the Golurk? Is that a good idea? But we've got to hope the computer takes it, because you've got a good Pokemon for that battle. That seems like the sensible idea. But I don't know. I could just take it just to make sure we have this on the team because it's better, but I do have the pollen puff which can heal us up for a couple of rounds. And I am making it stronger, of course. So. Can you just use Aquajet? You don't have it, do you? It's the other one that has Aquajet. I keep making it stronger, so... Ice Fang, we are faster. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so computer take this. We go on to Golurk. See what the top layer is. I know we don't want to touch that flying type, because it's unpheasant and it's got no moves. Watch this be another Yuxi. And we discover the game is repeating itself on us. But hey. It happens, right? We will keep going. Please, computer, please take it. Yes, Basculin wants it. It's better than nothing, I guess. So at least that's a bug move for the final. No, we said we wanted to go this way. And then I should have looked first what the top layers were. It's not letting me look once I press select. There's a scientist here and they're going to gamble, aren't they? They're going to gamble. They're going to ruin it for us. Center Scorch. Is that what you want, the Center Scorch? Or do you want this? Yeah, I think you should take this because you'll be in a lot of trouble against the Center Scorch. If I'm not mistaken, with your quad weakness. I'm hoping this has a rock move. But then the rest of our team's not great against the Center Scorch, so is Center Scorch worth risking going for when we've got a team that can... We've got 3 good team members for the next battle. That's the other side of it. I always got to think one step ahead of this nowadays, haven't we? Not just what's the best thing for the final, so if we can beat it. Like Cedra should be fine, Loranta should be fine, and so should both of us. Okay, that hurt, but I am going to go for Giga Drain. So I should get some health back. As we said, are you taking this then? Because you will be pretty horrendous against the Center Scorch. But is Center Scorch worth taking into the final with the team we currently have? Considering 2 of us are going to be weak to it. And we've got nothing overly strong against it. What, into this now or the Center Scorch? Yeah, it's more beating the Center Scorch which worries me. I have no problem if it's the thing I swap into. I've got the pollen puff, so I can start pollen puffing the ones we want to keep next turn as well. But I think the computer may try a gamble. That's the other side of it. It's my worry. I want to keep the Lorantus really for this fight. Or you've got the Scorching Sands, which is going to be huge. Lorantus is trying to swap as well. I will probably pollen puff the Cedra if it doesn't swap. In fairness, we're rubbish against most of the stuff coming up. Seadra, Seadra, Seadra. Let the Seadra take it. Damn it! And it's worse. It does have fast impression though. So there is that. At least it's taken away a weakness against this, right? That's a positive. Let's get this thing destroyed then. As I said, I was going to pull and puff into Seadra. Let's get Seadra back to full health. Well, the rest of the team do the heavy lifting. That's actually worked out even better. For me, okay, I can take the poison moves. Doesn't matter if it hits me and I don't die. Sword's dancing its way up, of course. Just what we need, an extra strong centipede. And you probably can't burn it, can you? Wait, what? Did that say I tried to use toxic? I tried to toxic my own teammate. Right. That was my turn. It's not the worst though, it's taken away one of our weaknesses here. Doesn't this have, as I said, it's got first impression, which can be very helpful. And as long as we have max health, we should be alright all our lives. I can do like this healing job here. Make sure everybody's at best health going into this battle. Or coming out of this one. Not that we've lost before. I am going to stick with healing you. It all depends what the psychic is now. If it's like Yuxi or Mesprit or something, it's not going to be difficult with the team we've got. I feel like part of me is actually tempted to let the computer now swap into the Center Scorch. And see what happens, because I do have Pollen Puff. It would be nice if it was a Tapu. That's why I'm thinking I'm gonna risk not swapping here if I'm full health. I think. Because I've got the Pollen Puffs, I can do big damage to a Psychic type and heal up our team as we go. And Seadra and Phalanx are both pretty useless, if we're honest. As long as I try and keep you strong, we should be good. But I think you've been burned, haven't you, as well now? Well, no, you're just in the vortex, aren't you? Gotta keep... I'm gonna risk the seed. No, risk the Seadra getting another health. Little health boost. And I've talked about the random tournament I've been doing on Showdown. I decided to drop out because I am 1 in 3, and last time there was so much hassle getting my match put together. I just can't be bothered with it anymore. Time zones are very confusing. And you spend like, I gave up 2 evenings to be around at a set time for someone. First time they cancelled, which was okay, things can happen, life happens. Second time, they moaned at me for picking the wrong time and didn't turn up for an hour after what I thought was the time. And it turns out that even though I'm in the UK, I'm not in GMT. Now I've got to gamble the computer takes this, really. I just think I've got the Pollen Puff. I'm going to have to try my max flutter. and or heal. I can also just toxic it, which would be kind of fun. It doesn't have a bug move either, so it's not too helpful from my side. So I'm going to let the computer take it. And Phalanx wants it, which is brilliant, actually. So we've got 2 Scorching Sanders, but let's see what we got. We've only lost 1 life, I believe. No, we've lost 2 lives. But what do we find this time? A Necrozma, okay. Well, at least it's new. We're in danger. Can I just poison this first? No, I don't want to poison it because you 2 are going to try and burn it. What does that do? Makes it stronger. Or makes it faster. And nimble. There you go, Cedra. You hide. Imagine if this was the shiny one we got. Ooh. Ooh. Put on path. Boom. Does this have any spread moves? I just think we should be hitting it more than anything else, if I'm honest. If it hits me, I was always going to die. You should take that, at least 1. Should start pulling puffing the team now. No, should have done that last time, but really. Scold, going for another burn. We got 3 things that could burn this now. Unless at this, we got the burn. That's probably not much help, I'm gonna say. Before I find out it's all a physical attack, special attacker. Right. It's smarter if I just attack, really, isn't it? If I survive. Yeah. We're on 1 life. I'm hoping you can heal everyone, and maybe it tries to break the substitute first. I can Dynamax as well, so I'm going to have to just go for that. You know what? Screw it. We're going to... If we win this first round... Is this one you want to save or not? I don't particularly fancy doing it myself again, so I'm basically keeping things on my list that I feel I can beat on my own relatively easy. That's my method in my madness. But we'll see. We might get it. Charge beam. Yes, that's okay. Take away. That's... No. Do we get another shot before he does? Scold. Flamethrower. Is this going to do enough? I don't think it is. Not quite enough. And it's going to have another go now, isn't it? Could that have saved us? Maybe. Maybe it did. This is going to be like Zygarde again, isn't it? Where we're going to get so close but so far. I'm going to take a real big gamble here that's going to come after me. And Max Guard. I feel like that could be worth the gamble. Because if you'll knock it out with Shadow Claw, whatever happens. But if it comes for me, I'm getting knocked out. It's worth the gamble, I think. Because the computer's going to attack. If this turns out to work, it's big brain. Okay, well, you'll knock it out. Cedra. Yeah, we'll get it. See, it was a good idea. Well, GG and good luck with this one too. It's nice that we found another new one, so now we're up to 38. Of the 47. And at least it wasn't a mess Brit for you. Right, we'll get on to Landorus next. Unless we get the shinies here, then we don't know what we end up with. Is this your first Necrozma? Is that shiny? No. Nope. Nope. And of course not. Nothing for me. I'm not going to save that path. I don't fancy doing Necrozma again. Not yet, anyway. As I say, I like to keep the ones that I can beat on my own on my list. The only thing that I think she can offer that I will be taking, and it's not the most interesting one to do, but it will be the Rayquaza raid, just so I can tick off Rayquaza. I'm pretty sure Dialga and Latios are sword exclusives. Right, when it is up and ready, we'll go after your Landorus. Fair enough, you want to go for that one again? But yes, if we've got, ironically around, you can do the circuitry with him as well, can't you? That's the other side of it. If we've got the same sort of people coming together, everybody's going to have one of everything, really, aren't they? So it's not the worst. Right. Exactly. There's a few. Like, you can get all the Ultra Beasts now. We're going to probably have to get you to start checking all the Ultra Beasts between each run. See if we can find a bit of luck on our side. Are you still checking between or not? I imagine it won't give you the ones nobody wants, but you never know what you might get. We may... Oh, we have a new friend. I forgot who that was. That's more... I know who it is, but I can't remember who it is, if that makes sense. I know it's somebody who's played with us before. There we go. I thought it was Moorland. I didn't want to guess wrong. Welcome in. This is a Landorus raid. Before you think that... What are we doing? What are we doing? We are doing Landorus. I'm really tempted. Right. I want something good against ice, don't I? I'll take this for now. We've got a wide guarder. We want the wide guarder. I would take the wide guarder. Okay. Hopefully. Okay. Never mind. It's basically ice. Ice, water. Rock, I guess. Ice is the dream scenarios. Can we go left? Yeah, if we go left, right, middle, I think, because that's an Aurorus at the end. Psychic Dragon Rock. I didn't click on anything. We still go, it's just the first one's a bit different. Unless the Psychic was Mianfu. This is currently our 5th DA for the day. Which part? Losing the man time or... It's going to happen now. Wait. It's because we can still get to the other two paths though, because we can still get to the rock at the top. At the end of it. It's not going to be the worst run. I tend not to click on anything, so if I'm playing one-on-one, it just picks the path you pick. That's how I tend to treat it. I just don't touch anything until I know 100% it's the right path. But nothing's the wrong path. It's all about a new challenge to the path. Flygon for levitate. It will still win. We'll still get it, don't worry. We always find a way. We just beat Necrozma with a Seadra on our team. So, we can do it. It also, Loki, it might be the computer that picks it though, because I mentioned about going this way, going left, right, middle, because I was looking at the Tyrantrum more than anything else. Because then we get both the fossils from Kalos. That was my thinking. But should I swap here to this? Because I've got the grass move against the rock type. That's my thinking here. Because I've only got Ghost and Psychic, it's not great. But at the end of the day, as we said, these are just meant as fun. If we miss one, we miss one. It's not great, but... Or should I just stick with this? No, it was my fault because I suggested left first. I suggested left because I thought it would be a good idea. Because if I take this, then we've got 2 grass against the rock. Then I take the rock and I'll be strong against the Aurorus. We haven't thrown this one, that's the thing. I thought this would be, if I was playing this on my own, I would have gone this way. So actually we've got to go fairy anyway. Really, if we want the Aurorus. So I've got Psychic as well, so that's good. Because then I'm tempted not to take this myself and let the computer take this if we can, and then I can take the Aurorus because I've got the poison moves here. But I've also got a rock move for the Aurorus. Should be neutral, I think, but I might be wrong. But as I said, this would have been the way I would have probably gone myself, thinking, getting my dinosaurs mixed up. So it happens, we can have the wrong ones. So we just move on and get what else happens. I know it's a difficult thing to take on at the end anyway. Because Landorus has been very troublesome for us in the last couple of days. But You kind of want to be the one to Dynamax, don't we? And Boy from Belgium, because you'll have the Max Hellstorm. I won't be much help to Dynamax. It's also very off-putting when the computer puts the secondary typing that you don't think is the strong move. Because you're looking at it thinking, that'll be good, that'll be good. Because this can also use Follow Me to try and take some of the power away. I know it's got Earthquake and stuff, but we're going to have to deal with it. Is there anything on your list that you're after, Morlan, or are you happy to try some completely random ones as well? Because we've been doing a few random ones and getting some interesting outcomes recently. Verimo, so we haven't done one of them, so we can do that next. I've got it on my list still, so I can still do the hosting side of that. That's not going to be a problem. We had some mixed bags going for that one yesterday. Just don't take on Pheasant first. However good it is, don't do it. I took on Pheasant as our first Pokemon, and well, didn't go very well because it has no moves. But the main thing we're trying to do is have a few mixture ones each stream, not always just one. Today, no shinies for anyone, but we did find a Necrozma, which was quite fun. We're currently on a Landorus one, and there will be another spot left if you do want to do the next one. Like, I know you previously weren't interested in the Pheromosa one, but otherwise, after that, we might just go completely random. But we would have a 4-person team for a random one, I believe. If Morlan's happy to do random ones as well. So currently, I have as many shinies as Boy from Belgium today. It's organised chaos, really, with the random ones. Like, we want the computer to take this. And they do want it. That's not the worst. It's got Reflect and it's got Healing. Don't know if that's much help, but yeah. Got some berries, and we have an Aurorus up here, or Landorus, which could be good and bad. But are you interested in jumping in for a few in a bit, ironically, or not? We've sort of tried to do one that everybody would like to do. So we could do Pheromosa next, and then do one on your shortlist, and then do randoms. If you do want to join, or we'll just go straight to randoms. See if we can find you that Celesteela. Do we risk this? Do I take its ability away? It's only going to be bad against me, so not really worth it. Let's try and lower its special defense. Yesterday we found Nihilego, which was a good one to add to our shortlists. But we still have 9 left to get this month, which I think we've done well with. I haven't really tried to jump into completely random people's streams yet that I've seen them doing anything I need to check off my list. we are getting seemingly tormented by the rock type. We did 2 randoms yesterday and they're both the Nihiligo, not the Stack Attacker. Does our... Actually, I can look in a minute, I think, if we finish this off. Actually, it's not a good idea. I was thinking if we could change my ability to levitate, but then I lose refrigerate, don't I? So it's not worth it. But as we said, we're doing relatively well. We are currently 5 done, 4 wins, this being the 5th run. So I think it's doing okay. Part of me wants to keep the Cray Dilly, but I know it's not a good idea. I'm taking the Auroras for Body Slam, basically. Refrigerated Body Slam. I know I'm going to be weak to Earthquake, but... yeah. We'll be fine. What have we still got? 4 lives? Bronzor obviously has Levitate as well, I believe. So it won't get hurt by the Earthquake. That's going to be a big thing. And yeah, I just got to go for Body Slam and hope for the best. And if you Dynamax, when it gets round to you, you've got your Max Hailstorm, so I think we'll be okay. See that? Your other 2 were like a Psychic still attacking and is it the ability swapping one? But don't do it on me. I need the refrigerate whatever happens. Definitely need refrigerate. Thank you for the luck, and hopefully we'll see you in a bit. See, the computer's smart as well. It even goes for the bronze. Oh no, it hits all of us, doesn't it? I always forget Bulldoze is a spread move. But basically, if we do a Landorus, the dream is to have a wide guard Pokemon, realistically, for Bulldoze and Earthquake. There's only a couple you really desperately want the wide guard for, and this is one of the couple that you do. So when we do the next one, we'll try, if we see one, we've just got to take it, even if it's weak to something like, you won't get hit, don't worry. Sand Tomb, okay, that's Clefairy doing Clefairy's job. Are you going to get all 3? No. Right. And then you die. We got the Paralyze. That's huge. Going to snooze that for a minute. But this is going to hurt, isn't it? 1. I'm down, but that's not the worst, I guess. Not great, but you do get Max Hailstorm this turn. And Clefairy. Hello, Cheerio. How are you doing? We're right on the boss, so we're hoping... Wait, why is... Oh yeah, why is it my Dynamax and not yours? My player. Did you not Dynamax when you had the chance to? At least I got the hill one, which is huge. I am good, thank you. We're doing very good on today's runs. We've done, well, this is the 5th one so far, and we've won the first 4. Yeah, what happened to your Dynamax? How come it didn't happen? I thought for sure it was your turn. But I don't know. We'll just carry on. Right. It's annoying that it's lost its paralyzed, so it will probably want to do earthquake soon. Oh no, it's still got paralyzed, so we should win here. We should be faster across the board. Are you still there? Even if I survived, I don't want a Dynamax with this, do I? Because I lose the refrigerate. That's the thing, you remember? Aurora's is like the one Pokemon you never want to Dynamax with your ice move. I thought we said we did. That's why we've never done it before. So it just becomes Max Strike rather than Max Hailstorm. But I don't know. We've won, right? That's the key thing. So GG and good luck with the shinies. And we'll do Pheromosa next. It is very strange that the bug legendary is also a fighting one, and it's the only one. Why couldn't they give a second typing for both of them? Or do they fight each other like Godzilla and other things Godzilla fights? I don't know. I'm not too in the know when it comes to these sort of things. So let's see, did we get a shiny friend, or are we still looking at nothing, or just one? I think if I got the Landorus, Boy from Belgium would quit as well. Welcome in, Kim. How are you doing? I am doing well. I don't want this one. Well, we'll go again. Lunala. Maybe I'll take Lunala. I'll make Boy from Belgium do that one again. Right, we're going to do Pheromosa. We know we want flying as the key factor for this one. I will not press no shinies today for any of us yet. We did get our second one a couple of days ago, but that's it. I'm going to let this run all the way down to pretty much 0 because there'll be ads in a minute. So then we have full communication between the battle. So it is open, ready for you to join. Hopefully we will. Hopefully. Have a good rest of your day. And let's see if we can end our shiny droughts. Now, as I said, I'm going to let this go right through to near the end because we're 30 seconds from ads, so I don't want to be picking the team while we have ads. So don't worry, I'm not delaying too much. And again, it's open if somebody else wants to be the fourth. So there's that. But as we said, we want flying more than anything else. No, fire's not terrible either, is it? What was the other type that's good? Fairy? Fairy is good, I think. And we'll one day understand how the ads work. Because it says they were about to start, but they didn't. Okay, so we will jump in then, as it doesn't look like they're starting. Let's go. I just don't want to see well, we've got our MVP there, so I should really just take the Noctowl. I feel Persian's going to be very helpful too with Play Rough. And okay, well, we got an okay team for this. Like, Ideally, we still would find a second flying type if possible, or the fairy. Flying's perfect now, really, isn't it? So what's that flying? Token. That we've got to go left, really, haven't we? We've got to. It's not even a discussion this time. I'm making the decision. If people aren't happy, it's my fault. Simple as that. We'll have to deal with it later, but we want that Togetic more than anything else on this run. Probably doesn't even have a flying move now in my luck. But I see a flying type, I'm going to go for it. I can't risk missing out on it. I'm also very tempted to... what have we got? How much does this do? 140. I'm going to use one here just for the speed boost and the hard hitting action. I know it's a risky, but I don't need all 5 for the final fight. I flat out don't. If we are taking the Togetic, I would say Bishana take this just to beat the Togetic with. Does that sound like a good idea? I think it's a good idea. I don't know if you were still in ads, but yeah. I would say Bishana take this for the Togetic, for the poison move, and then take the Togetic. That's my thinking here. I know Mashana's still going to be good in the final, but it is a second flying type with a fairy move, if need be. I think it sounds like a smart idea. What do you two think? We're from Belgium and Moorland? I'm happy if you both say no. It's not going to be a big issue. No wrong answers here, just different ideas. And this time I will just do the strike. I just wanted to get one big hit in more than anything else. But let's see, can we get another easy run? We will probably find out that this doesn't have a flying move, the Togetic, but at least it doesn't have a weakness against the thing in the final, I imagine. Even if it does have fairy move. I feel like Boy from Belgium is typing a lot out. But we'll see. It might. Yeah, we knew we were going to take one big hit there. It's probably not going to be enough to take it out now, is it? Unless, no, I think the psychic move will do enough. Oh, they've both got psychic moves, so that's good. Right. I'm assuming that you both don't want to swap then? I don't know. I haven't heard anything back. I will let you make your best judgments. I've started to think 1 or 2 steps ahead recently, where I've been taking stuff that's strong against the stuff I need to be strong in the final. So I feel like Boy from Belgium wants to keep this for play rough. That's what I'm reading into most of. No, he's gone for it. Okay. Does he want the Togetic? Is there something else that I haven't seen up here? That is good. I'm a little bit confused. I'm clicking flying. Okay, I got no problem if you wanted to switch. Just if you, because we were trying to think of what was the best move. I wanted to see what people were thinking. You might as well take the Togetic, because then we can just beat the fighting quickly. That's the key thing. We just want to beat the next thing quickly. And if we have 2 flying types and a psychic type, we should be okay. Oh, because we got the fire move. I always forget that it's a bug type too. For some reason I think it's fighting and psychic. Don't know why. Just in my head I'm reading it as that. I'll see what the computers do before we make the decision. Was that the best idea? Because if the computer says they don't want it, we'll take it. If they do want it, we'll leave it. But I don't know the moveset for Togetic either. If it doesn't have a flying move, it's not that desperate to have it. But as we said, we take our time. We'll work through things. That's the good thing with this. There are a lot of options on how to get this done a bit smoother. I tried to get through them as fast as possible. Yes, we still do have psychic moves on the final, so that's not the end of the world, as we said. I would love to be on Dynamax turn in the final, though. That's the one thing I will say. So I might say, if we can, don't Dynamax in the next battle. Because I won't be able to use Sky Attack if I can't Dynamax. That's the thing. That's the one sort of problematic thing. Right, just as... doesn't really matter. We're going to hit this whatever. Do we think we can beat the fighting type in 2 moves with this team? That's going to be the question. I will have to go Sky Attack if I don't. That's the other side of it. But I'll just have to go for it. The other side of this is, if this is taken, we can use Life Dew first turn and heal everyone up. Or in the next battle. Right. Computer, do you want this? Player off, follow me is not bad either, and a fire move. So it's not the worst thing to actually have. They haven't said they want it. They do want it. Let the Wishcash take it. Yeah, we let the Wishcash take this. Okay, not a problem. Lashana's still not great in the final. Let's take on the fighting one. I think it's the best choice, just so we can beat it quickly. It's only failings, let's be honest. If we all just attack, we should get it done. Sky attack, yes, it's wide lens accuracy, wide glass, a special move, not much help for me on anything. We'll just take this. We're all full health. Let's just go for this then. I'm going to use one of my Sky attacks here just to knock it out. And as I said, if we don't Dynamax, I can Dynamax straight away in the final, which will be best, I think. So I can just go straight for max Airstreams rather than anything else. And then we should wipe this thing out pretty quickly in the final because of all of the moves we got. I would say no. I would just go for play rough. And we should get this done in 2 rounds, I think. If we don't, we might switch it round so it ends up on one of you two's Dynamax. But I would like to think we could beat this in one go. As long as we all hit. Okay, so that's 2 flying moves incoming. A big play rough. It's going to be tight, but it depends how hard these 2 hit. Really, I think. That's the only thing that's annoying with this move, is it's not the hardest hitting move. Who's on that? Okay, that's going to hurt. Okay. We'll have to pivot then. Not quite sure if we will take this out between me and... No. So it will probably end up falling on... So the worst thing for me is now I can't really do another flying move to finish this off. I don't want to waste... It's a really awkward position now. I can get away with 2 sky attacks in the final. I'm going to have to. Then we got it with fire to start with in the final. Like, you're both 2 times strong against it rather than the quad. What I might suggest in the final is if we take more damage, the Tokatics start with Follow Me. No, not with Follow Me, with Life Dew. Get everyone back to full if we can. And work from there. But this one hasn't gone as smoothly as I thought it would. I thought this battle would be quicker. I thought Felix was frailer. So now I'm really annoyed that I've got to do... I can't use the sky attacks. If it goes for max steel spike, you're going to get knocked out, so you might as well just attack it this turn. Because we're going to have to go for another turn anyway. As I said, I can't use a sky attack because I won't only have one in the final if I do. But if we get smaller again, and that's the other side of it. Oh, is the play going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? If I knew it would go for Swords Dance, I would have definitely said Life Dew. Yeah, so if you just Life Dew this turn, if we don't hit it, like, it doesn't really matter because I think you're the slowest of our team. Which one of you two is going to go for the Dynamax? The Slazzle or the Tokatic? I sort of feel like the Tokatic can Life Dew first turn whatever. Because I think it's either going to be the one that gets hit, and if it gets knocked out, it's not the end of the world. But I don't know for sure. We've only lost one life, haven't we, on this path, so it's not the worst. And we know how frail this thing is. I'm not taking it. I don't think we want to take it anyway. We're not much help against it, so we've got a good enough team. As we said, I had awful items, so... Are you Dynamaxing Boy from Belgium for your fire flare? But as I said, I think we should life dew, and any damage we take will heal the rest of the team. And if it goes for Togetic, it goes for Togetic. Like, that's all we can really do for. Yeah, so definitely life dew first go. Because if it knocks you out, it's going to knock you out whatever happens. It makes very... Okay. I thought we would survive one of them. But the positive thing is, now that we will get full health Dynamax, max Starfall, hopefully. I would like to think Wishcash may also go flying. Good. So that's out of damage distance, which is also good. So we're going to hit it with 2 big flying moves. We don't have max Airstream, I don't think. I thought Togetic had fire and fairy moves, not a flying move. Yeah. It was me that wanted to do the max Airstream. But it doesn't matter. The other thing we could have done to maybe risk it a little bit more was actually get Togetic to do follow me, and then the guaranteed 2 hits with the flying moves from us 2 on the right. That could have been a backup option, but... That's what I thought, but... And come on, Wishcash, be helpful. Boom, see? Simple. We didn't need to make that complicated, we won easy. Good luck with the Shinies team. Who was on 1 HP? The Togetic? Or me? I didn't actually see what happened. Or did it attack me in the middle of... Fair enough. But like we said before, we get some luck on our side. Pretty sure that's not shiny. Nope, nope, and nope. Of course not. No more shinies for me. As we said, we'll do a completely random one now, just for some fun. Now I'm just double checking if you've got Rayquaza yet. No. Why won't you give me Rayquaza? We'll use the same code and jump on in. Because you're going live in about an hour, aren't you, boy from Belgium? Or are you going live on this hour? Right, the code is up, ready to go. Okay. What? Somebody else? Who's this? Using the same code I use. Okay, I'm quitting. I don't know who these two people are. Jump out, everyone. Let's try this again. I don't know who they were. If you do get matched with some people you don't know, just jump out. Somebody else is using the same code as us. We'll go in reverse then. Just to be very annoying and confuse you all. The code will be on the screen. Just for this round, I'm going to go this way around the dial tone as such. I know it looks more awkward, but when you look at your keyboard, it'll be easy. So we found someone else who uses the same code we've been using. That's not helpful. But well, we'll leave it open. If, as you said, if you do jump in, you jump in. If you don't, we don't. We'll ride our luck. I still think they should show you the route before you have to pick the first Pokemon. Because a 4-player random one would be very entertaining, the chaos. Especially if it turned out to be Zygarde or something. I will probably go back to the normal code on the next run. It's just I didn't want to risk putting it in again and keep sending everyone to that random other one. Because it's not really fair, because they might be trying to do the same thing we're doing, having their own sort of hosting room with people that's joining in, and we've just all randomly joined theirs. We will have to make our own special code, won't we? That sort of defines who we are. Let's just see. Is there others on here? Well, the positive thing is we are number 2 on the category, which is good for us. So I'll give you the time to join. I know you said the connection's not great, but if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll get you in the next one maybe. So what's our guesses on what we're going to face? Anyone want to have a guess on the typing? Or just a flat out Pokemon? Are we going to get Steel and it be Celesteela? Will it be... And we've got both games, so everything is on the table. Right, I'm going to jump into this one then. We'll get to 10 and see. We know we've seen Boy from Belgium jump in late before. Okay, I just have to start this one then. Hopefully we can get it all sorted for the next one. 2 not bad things to take, but I'm going to start with Clefable. Again, I don't really know what we're facing, so we got to just take that one extra step back and think about it. Like, Hatterin is not terrible if it is a dragon. Rangaroo could be fun, but again, we want a bit of coverage maybe. So we can't touch a dark type with that. Well, we got Instruct, which will be amazing. It's pretty much up to you what you take. There's not a bad option. Okay. Well, the computer took the bad option. We just take what we've got in front of us. Right, we do have a Ghost. We got Psychic again. So are we thinking Ghost? Ghost. It's not the worst. I would imagine that's the best option. Just go for it. If we're not sure, like, boy from Belgium knows the best route, so we just sort of don't click on anything until they pick the thing that they think's the best path. That's like the best way I treat it. But I'm guessing you want both ghosts, but I'm not sure the middle one. I imagine maybe just going through the Dragonair because we've got a couple of fairies on our team. So we should be able to get through relatively easily. I don't really have anything strong here. So what do you two have? I forgot to check your moves. Nothing great, nothing great. The one that's good is the Rosalia. Okay. I'll just go for some attacking stuff. And who do you think should take the Golurk out of our team? I imagine we would love the computer to do it, if we're honest, but we can't be sure. We don't really have anything overly strong against the psychic type yet, but the ghost at the end will be helpful. Go Rosalia. Not so much of the short link that we thought it would be. Okay, so if we swap the Tyrantrum for the Golurk, at least then we've got the ghost strength. And then when we face the... Yeah, so you switch into Golurk. When we face... I'm thinking the Dragonair next, if I'm honest. That's my guess for the best pick. I can't say it's going to be the right choice. Because we've got two big fairy hitters on our team at the moment. Yeah, it's not great. Well, as I say, I'll try and get through to skipping to selection as fast as possible and see what gets picked. But then with the Tyrantrum on the health it's on right now, it's not ideal either. That's the only other side of it that we got to also pay a bit more attention to. Like, it's not your fault that you were the one that got targeted, but it happens. And you get an ease 5 in a row very commonly. What if you've got the loaded dice already? Life due? Ooh, that's not bad to have on the team. Because even if we take on... I'm assuming you think Dragonair is the best pick next. But if we do take on the Dragonair, I might just use Follow Me to protect the rest of the team so it can hit it harder. Especially if it's going to try for dragon moves, I can tank the electric and the ice. Or should I just go and knock it out as fast as possible? And then we can take the Ghost Dragon thing at the top. The only reason I wouldn't go Sandaconda is it's not easy to beat, shall we say. Thanks, computer. And we've lost, I don't know, as good as 2 lives. So we may just attack the Dragonair now, just so we can all knock it out quickly. So more than take the Golurk. And because we don't have anything that great against the Sandaconda, like I've only got rock and fairy moves. Pretty sure you've got fairy, fire, psychic. This is what ground, ghost moves. So it would be a slug of a fight, shall we say. Yeah. And we've got enough to beat this thing between us. With the Dragonair being slightly weaker. And the computer might take the Dragonair as well. Now, hopefully you can get a fairy move in. There isn't much point if I don't attack this turn. We've got a scientist gamble, which the computer will probably take, knowing the computer. But we'll find out. Let's see how this one goes. It would be funny if we did end up running into the Necrozma again. We will probably have had going into the final battle though. Annoyingly. But that's just what we've got to deal with. Ooh, could have fabled the 1-2. Okay. That's not the worst then. Could have been a lot worse. And at least it's covering us up with this. I kind of want to keep the Rosalia just for the life chew. It seems to be helping us a lot. And we did beat Necrozma with a Vile Plume on our team. So there was that. Is there a big psychic? Oh, you used it as well. Okay. Healing yourself more than anyone else. Golurk's back to full as well. Okay. We are rebuilding the team to be strong. Let's go again. Hopefully it goes for a dragon move on me or something. Okay, that's not too bad. Rosalia will probably use Life Dew again. No, it went for a move. Interesting. But I think at the moment we're sticking between the three of us for this battle. And then I would assume that Boy from Belgium's going to swap out at the end. For the Ghost Dragon. Yeah, we'll probably find out it doesn't have a ghost move now, won't I? Knowing my luck. Right, I don't... I'm just going to keep this going for now. I might swap into the final thing. Because I don't really have anything good for a psychic type. Do you want to... No, there's no point gambling. We can let the computer gamble if it wants. I think the Golurk's key. And the rest is... we can get through with the rest. Whereas hopefully we can get the connection a bit better for the next one. It will probably be randoms again, because randoms have been quite fun. Unless you really, really want to do a circuitry. But I won't be swapping here. I don't think it really matters. If we swap, the computer will probably swap here and at the scientist. I'm trying to do randoms to find it, don't worry. We will do randoms, don't worry. I don't mind. I like the chaos of random ones. But with a 4-person team, random ones are also a little bit smoother. Because at least you can start putting together a team against A type at the top. No, we're not changing here. I also want to face it at least once. That's the other side of it. And it's one of my target strikes is that one. Even if it's just once. Then we won't save the path. We'll try to save the path. So, is the plan for you or me to take this boy from Belgium? Alright. I feel like it will want to use a ghost move straight away. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to take the risk of follow me here. Okay, now I'm not. I've got the Dynamax. I should just go and hit this hard, really, shouldn't I? I get confused when you're in ads and not in ads, because it says that I have ads at the moment, but you don't seem to be in them. I will learn Twitch's ways soon. It's only there to confuse me most of the time, I think. More than anything else. Right, a big mats. Ooh. I don't know what we're facing. That Will-O-Wisp might be good in the final as well. Big hit. Look at that tank. We kind of probably want the Golurk to Dynamax in the final, I think. But that's a guess. Well, that was pretty easy. This is number 7 for the day as well. So we'll probably try and do that one last one, and that'll be it for this session. And I might be coming back in a couple of hours to do some more. More than likely when Boy from Belgium finishes. Just that I've got a free evening, so I might do some more then. But I don't think I can handle doing 6 hours straight. Yes, I am banned, and I do like the look of Will-O-Wisp. And if it turns out to be Lunala, I've got the assurance. Typically Dragonair wanted this, but it doesn't make too much difference. I feel like we've got a strong team for whatever the final is. We've got our berries to be max health. Are we going to leave Moorland to Dynamax? Or are you going to go for it? I think we should leave it for Moorland, but Tapu Fini, okay. That's not great for me. Tapu Lele even. Get all my Tapus mixed up. This is a special attack, alright? Before I try and Will-O-Wisp it for no reason. I don't think it works either. I'm just going to use Shadow Ball. Yeah, we'll just use Shadow Ball. Magic Room? What do you do with Magic Room? I forget. Okay, nothing, because we don't have any items. Special defense drop. Yes. That's a good start. Yeah. And a paralyze. What's going on? Yeah, so hopefully when... Actually, is it a good or a bad idea to Dynamax with the ghost move? Because with the punch Iron Fist it does probably more, or not? I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. We'll probably win in this round. Now, ironically, you've done a lot more of these. Does Iron Fist change in Dynamax or not? Because if it does change, then when we have the Golurk in the future, we would probably want to just keep the Shadow Punch, wouldn't we? But we'll find out when the Ghost move gets hit, I guess. It does about the same, doesn't it? And another drop. And fair enough, that makes sense. I knew that I was going to get hit eventually. But I think that's 2 lives down. And we win in 2 goes. So GG and good luck. I was going to ask also, when you do your Reggie resets, do you actually do a Reggie reset or do you just run and relight up the lights? Because I got torn between the both so often. And if you want to make your way back to the DA area, we can hopefully get a 4-player random one to finish the session. We've had a lot of sidekicks. We've had Yuxi and Necrozma in our sidekicks, so no, 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 and of course not. Hello. I don't know what that's on about. I don't really know my Mario. Sorry. Okay. I don't really know who Bowser is, other than like the enemy of Mario. Let's just check this random one. Palkia. It's Palkia. The one I've done in the year. I need Dialga. No, I don't. You get the bike yourself in the game. No, it's not something you trade over to people. We'll go back to our normal code and hope we don't end up in that random lobby again. But it is up and ready to go. If we get... we'll go back to the other one then. We'll do what we did last time, because we seem to be clashing with someone else. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you're on about with... Yeah, so we'll try the other way around code again. Or we just use just reverse dial tone. Yeah, we keep running into... We'll see what happens. So, because we had to change the code anyway, so we might just see where we are with everything. Let us know your sort of time frame, ironically. We didn't do any shiny hunting last night, no. Oh, I wasn't in that one. Let's see where ironically is with this router reset. See if it works just in time. But as we said, this will be the last run of this session, and we said we might come back a bit later and do some more. I kind of want to do more. It's whether I want to do them on stream or not, or whether I just join in with other people. I'm hoping the reset happens more ironically and he can get jump straight in. But I do know myself how annoying routers can be. Fair enough. Well, Boy from Belgium will be live on the next hour as well. So he's doing a couple of hours of DAs, I believe. So if it's fixed within the hour, you might be able to jump in them. We're doing random, aren't we? Take the technician. So we'll probably all just sort of move into his stream and do some with him as well. So hopefully you could get it will be fixed by then. I don't really know what time zone you're in. Are you in a difficult time zone, or are you like UK time zone, different European one? Ground. Okay, so this could be your favourite. So we should really just go this side because artillery is better. Left. Okay. I was looking at the fairy one. So we would like maybe the computer to take the executor, or do you want me or Moorland to take the executor? Probably Moorland, I would imagine. Moorland to take this, me to take the Swampert. You've got the Frost Lass. No, you, Boy from Belgium, take this. We keep the Frost Lass. No, sorry, I got who's got what mixed up. Frost Lass stays, whatever happens. The Stunfist should take this. That's what I've meant. And then I take the Swampert. That's the right plan, I guess. Or should I keep my flying type? That's the other thing. Doesn't really matter, does it? So at least with me finishing, everybody gets about a half-hour break before we can all jump in Boy from Belgium stream and do more DAs. And if we get to the stage where we can have 2 lobbies running at once, we can always do that and switch the teams up like Corey did the other day. So he could, because I think you're kind of in the boat with me, like ironically, you kind of like the chaos of the random ones, / hunting for certain things you need, rather than going backwards through the ones we've all got at the moment. I will come and help do some Zygardes if you need to. I have no problem with helping with some Zygardes. As long as you understand that we will fail some, and it's not a bad thing. Right, we said we wanted Swampert. Hear me out. Mashana for energy, bro. No, we'll take Swampert. We're going to give Boy from Belgium a heart attack with our planning things out differently to what he wants or thinks is best. But it is worth a gamble, isn't it? Because I'm no good against this. What do I get? Oh, I get an ice type. If we do randoms with boy from Belgium, I don't think we have the good path for Zygarde anymore. That's the problem. It's only saved on the list. If you Dynamax for an ice move, I can use Weather Ball. Okay. I'll just Tailwind. We have found a Zapdos already on this. Like, my challenge is currently to try and do every legendary at least once during this run. And I'm on 39 of the 47. Most of what I need is the Ultra Beast. I've already seen Zapdos and Xerneas. They're two we've already done. That's the thing. But we might find a Zygarde path, and it's there, it'll be saved. But would that mean that he would have to do... Oh, you can just click the Zygarde, can't you? It'll be the same path. Because I think you did the good path going for something else, didn't you? That's what ruined it. What, the Yveltal? The bacon bird, as they call it. Just out of interest, did you want me to take this, or did you want to see whether the computer takes it? We've done Yveltal a few times as well. Did you want one of us to take Swampert, or... You're going to take it. Okay. I see you're literally planning this is purely only going to be Zygarde. That's what your head is saying to me right now. Part of me thinks you've clicked Zygarde as your choice for this. And we've got our full ice team ready. I thought you said you were going to take that. Well... I know, it's good big Groudon. But I think the chances are that when it comes to the ground types, the ice, we got Zygarde and Landorus as two options, and they're both quad weak to the ice. That's why we're stocking up on ice types. The frustrating thing is I am only really that helpful if I can use Weather Ball with Max Hellstorm up. So I need to try and get the Dynamax back round to Moorland. Even if it is, I still need to really get the Dynamax back round to Moorland. Doesn't matter that knocked out now, really. Will it be as dramatic as yesterday's Zygarde? That's the question. The other side of it will be, if it is Groudon, won't Solar Beam hit? Or is it not Drought that it puts up? Is it Drought that it puts up so you can hit Solar Beam first turn? I will Dynamax myself here. Yeah, so in the final I think we're looking at Moorland to Dynamax, Max Hellstorm, and I got to check the speed stats, and if they do Max Hellstorm I can do Weather Ball and we get two ice moves. That seems to be the smart play. Well, it shouldn't hit the coconut tree, and I imagine boy from Belgium's going to take this for acid spray. But with the... yeah, it's going to be one of 3 things. There's only 3 ground types, I believe. If I'm faster than Frostlass, I will Tailwind first turn. That's going to be my plan. Yes, but the rest of the team won't be able to do too much with that up. I just want to look at these moves quickly. Okay. I don't have an ice move, though, boy from Belgium, unless the hell is up. If I need to check the speed stats again, that is the problem. If I'm slower than Frostlass, well, Swampert's the computer, so we have to hope the computer's smart enough. Which is a big ask. As I said, I've got to just double check the speed stats. And make sure you do the special ice move if you can. Because one of yours is physical and one of them is special. But if it's Landorus, that'll be fun as well. The only reason I would have gone Tailwind is purely because we don't want to do too much damage on the first. Yes, that's what I mean. But when it's Max Hailstorm, they just both say Max Hailstorm, don't they? But if we max Hailstorm and the computer uses Blizzard, we get 2 big ice hits on our Zygarde. Which is why I'm thinking maybe not attack. Now, personally, I just got to check these speed stats now. Let's see. Am I slower? Yes. So max Hailstorm, Weatherball, and Blizzard, and we would like to think we win. Yeah, so max Hailstorm. It should be quad weak because it's a dragon ground. Yeah. So we gotta hope that the computer also does Blizzard. I don't know where Acid Spray falls into the rotation, whether it's last or after me. You go first, you're the fastest on the field. This should do huge damage. Just hopefully not quite. Okay, that's acceptable, I guess. It's what the computer wants to do, really. I am actually the slowest on the field. What happened here? Do I get a move before power constraint? Wow. Zygarde's really difficult, isn't it, boy from Belgium? part of you thinks you want to save this path, don't you? But I think it would have to be me that has to save it. Can you save? No, because you haven't got your Zygarde run. Ironically, looking at it going, what was that? All these hard battles against Zygarde, and we literally wipe it. That's so good luck with the shinies, and hopefully we can end this nightmare of Zygarde. Yeah, so technically it would probably only be me that could check it. And nothing shiny for me. Well, that's going to do for this session. It gives everybody a chance to